These animals science created by accident stop. Did you know that some of the most dangerous and bizarre animals alive today would exist if a scientist had made a mistake? Not a small mistake, one that changed entire ecosystems, that built creatures nature never would have made on its own. In the worst part, several of them are out there right now. Stay until the end, because number 3 was created in Brazil, escaped from a laboratory, is now found on every inhabited continent on the planet. Every single one. 10 real animals science created by accident. Some escaped from laboratories, others were released by mistake. Others emerged from experiments that went very, very wrong. All of them exist. None of them would exist if someone had asked the right question at the right time. Starting now. Liger lion tigre is the largest feline on Earth today. Didn't come from the wild. It came from a zoo where someone put a lion and tigers together without thinking too hard about the consequences. The problem is genetic. Lions and tigers have growth inhibiting genes that work in complementary ways. When the species crossbreed, those genes don't recognize each other. The liger simply never stops growing. Adults exceed 35 meters and reach 400 kilograms. The largest wild lion ever recorded weighed less than half that. It roars like a lion, loves water like a tiger, faster than a lion and larger than a tiger. It exists because someone thought putting these two species together was a good idea. It wasn't the snake that destroyed an Islândia between 1945 and 1952. An American ship docked in Guam carrying a stoe, a brown tree snake from Australia, hidden in the cargo. Nobody noticed. Guam had no native snakes. The Islândia birds had never needed to flee from slithering predators. They had no instinct for it, no defense, no chance. Within decades, the snake eliminated 12 of Guam's 17 native bird species, some of them forever gone from the planet entirely. Today, between 1 and 2 million of these snakes live on the island. They cause power blackouts by climbing electrical infrastructure. They enter homes. They eat pets and livestock. A colony of snakes that didn't exist before 1952 now shapes every aspect of daily life on that island. All because of a poorly inspected shipment 80 years ago. One error in logistics that is still being paid for today. The bee that escaped Brazil, Campinas, São Paulo. Geneticist Warwick wanted to breed a more productive before the tropical climate. He brought African bees and began controlled crossbreeding with European bees. The plan was careful. The execution was not. In 1957, 26 swarms escaped the apiary due to a handling error. A beekeeper removed a protective screen without authorization. That was all it took. What happened next is one of the largest biological invasion events in recorded history. The Africanized bee spread across the Americas at 500 kilometers per year, reached North America in the 1990s. Today they are on every inhabited continent on the planet. The difference isn't the venom, it is the behavior. European bees defend the hive within a 10-meter radius. The Africanized bee defends within 150 meters and will pursue as rate for up to 400 meters for more than an hour. They don't sting more. They mobilize more, faster and in far greater numbers. 70 years later, the Campinas accident is still spreading. The fish that invaded the continent in the 1970s, American farms imported Asian carp-tail clean algae from aquaculture ponds. It worked too well. The carp grew too fast, and when seasonal floods occasionally reached the tanks, they escaped into the Mississippi River. Asian carp have no natural predators in American rivers. They ate between 10% and 20% of their own body weight every single day. They reproduce in staggering volume. Today they represent up to 97% of fish biomass in some stretches of the Illinois River. Native species are being eliminated not by predation, but by starvation. The U.S. government has spent hundreds of millions of dollars trying to stop them from entering the Great Lakes, which hold 21% of the world's surface freshwater. So far, the carp is winning. The rabbit that glows in the dark France. Brazilian artist Eduardo Keck asked scientists to insert the fluorescence gene from a jellyfish into the embryo of an albino rabbit. The result was alba, white under normal light, bright green under ultraviolet. The goal was artistic. The impact was scientific. Alba proved that genes from a completely different species could be inserted into mammals and expressed in a stable, heritable way. The technology used to create a glowing rabbit became the foundation for research into tumor tracking, vaccine development, and gene therapy. A glowing rabbit that nobody took seriously at first, that quietly changed molecular biology. Debo is a human gene in Netherlands. Scientists inserted a human gene, the one responsible for producing lactoferrin, a protein found in breast milk with important antibacterial properties for newborns, into a bovine embryo. The bovine from that embryo was named Herman, first bovine in history to carry a human gene. When his daughters were born, they produced milk with detectable human lactoferrin. The goal was to create an alternative for infant formula in regions where breastfeeding wasn't possible. Noble. But what Herman opened was a question science is still fully closed. If human genes can be inserted into animals and expressed in their products, where exactly is the line between species? Herman lived 17 years. The question he raised is still alive. The salmon that never stops growing. A common salmon takes 3 years to reach commercial size. The Aquadivantage salmon takes 18 months. The secret: a Pacific salmon grows gene paired with a rainbow trout promoter that keeps that gene active year-round instead of just in summer. In 2015, the FDA approved it as the first genetically modified animal ever cleared for human consumption worldwide. The concern isn't what happens on the plate. It's the question nobody answers completely. What if these salmon reach natural rivers? In controlled tests, the transgenics compete for food more aggressively, potentially outcompeting and displacing native populations entirely. Aquaboat guarantees escape is impossible. The Asian carp story started with that same guarantee. The buffalo deswanded to start in a laboratory. It started on American farms in the 19th century, when bison and domestic cattle shared open pastures, with no planning whatsoever, produced hybrid offspring. Pure accident. What farmers discovered over the following decades: buffalo produces meat with 30% less fat than conventional beef. It withstands extreme temperatures. It resists common feedlot diseases. It eats less per kilogram produced than the original species. Today it is an officially recognized breed in the United States with a growing market. A 19th century pasture accident that modern livestock farming spent generations trying to intentionally recreate and never surpassed the original. Sometimes the accident arrives before the plan. The patented mouse Harvard scientists inserted a human oncogene into a mouse embryo, creating a rodent genetically predisposed to developing cancer in a predictable, reproducible way. The goal was to create a model for testing cancer treatments with far greater precision than any previous method. It worked. The oncomouse became the standard model in research laboratories worldwide. Em 1988, it received a U.S. patent, the first living organism ever patented in history. Intellectual property of a university. That single fact triggered decades of ethical and legal debate reaching the U.S. Supreme Court and the European Parliament. If you can patent a mouse, can you patent a pig? A primate? Where does it end? The most contributed to real, measurable advances in cancer treatment, and left behind a question humanity still has to answer. If a scientist creates a living being, does that living being belong to someone? Closing 10 animals, 10 stories that began with good intentions, a controlled experiment, a simple carelessness, the lizard that can't stop growing, the snake that erased an Islandic buzz, the bee is still spreading across continents, the fish out competing everything in space, the glowing rabbit that changed genetics, the that blurred the line between species, the salmon approved for your plate, the accidental hybrid that outperformed everything designed to replace it, the most that mad science asks who owns life. What connects all of them is the same question nobody asked early enough. What if it goes wrong? If this video made you think differently, subscribe, leave a like, and share it with someone who thinks a laboratory is a completely safe place. Until the next collection.